I wish I was quicker to the draw on that.
I know, right? It took me a moment. It's like, what happened?
Well, I have. So I made an intro for our regular show, but I did not make one for Geek Fest yet. So like, I have a good one for. Should we unveil it here since nobody's watching?
I mean, probably. And then I want to record the Geek Fest live one, man.
Well, go ahead.
Okay.
You can record it and then just send me the audio, and I'll just put pretty pictures to it.
Done.
So this is what I did for the Scene Snobs.
Welcome to the Scene Snobs Podcast.
Dude, that's so good.
Thank you.
I love that, man. That was fantastic.
Don't you be blowing smoke up my ass.
Oh, it was great.
No,
I don't blow smoke. You're my friend. I love you. I'll tell you if it's shit.
That's true. You will. No, I appreciate it. Yeah, no, I was like, it's time for something new. And it gives us that little break to like, okay, that can play and like we can both be on screen and behind it and just like kind of do our thing and then it'll pop up.
I call our facial exercises.
Yeah. Me, my, mo, me, my, mo. That's
the human bank was denied. The Human Torch was denied a bank loan.
Well, I'm working on. I want the scene. Jesus, I want the Scene Snobs podcast to be more zany, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like I want a house band. I want a producer who comes in and tells us to like move it along.
I want that too. I think that would be amazing. I definitely want a house band, bro. We need a house band.
I want a guy who's just kind of like chilling in a tuxedo in the corner and says nothing the entire time.
Or we just, oh man, what if we have a house DJ?
I'm fine with that too. I mean, musician or a house band, house DJ, whoever, I don't care. As long as it's fun, it's original stuff, and we can do it. Oh Jesus, the instigator's back.
I see us as being intro. We really need to be introed by maybe Spanish guitar, like a nice.
I would 100% be okay with that.
Yeah.
But the instigator's back, AJ.
Yep. So, AJ, it is great to see you, man. I love you to death. You are so wrong about.
Well, all right. So here's the deal. Last night I was on Worst Damn Gamer Ever's show, and right now what he's doing, it's movie matinee. It's every Saturday live at midnight.
Okay.
The cards are already stacked again. The chips are already stacked against me on this one. I like that mug, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Because it was at midnight, and I'm like, I'm not in top form at midnight. And it goes for like 2 hours. So I was like, I'm going to die. So I join in, but he's doing every Marvel movie each week.
Okay.
And not just all the Marvel movies. He's doing like the Marvel one-shots and stuff like that.
Oh, nice.
So he's doing it chronological order.
Wow.
So we did Age of Ultron last night. That's where he's at.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And it was fun. We had a really good time. But
Still a little further back. Yeah.
You know, and there's going to be a lot to do. I can't do it every week. I told him, I was like, I'll cherry pick the movies I want to be on. I was like, I can't do this every week. But Sturdy was on there too.
Oh, nice.
And we got to get you on Horror with Sturdy. He's asked, and we got to get you on. It's so fun.
Absolutely.
So Sturdy has his shows, which is Horror with Sir Sturdy, where he does the horror movies. And then he has Popcorns and Pints, where they do like 2 movies, a double feature. And next week's double feature includes The Sound of Music.
Excellent. What a terrible movie.
I know. And they were pitching it. And I was like, that is a dog shit movie. Don't watch that movie. And of course, I went on my rant. It's late. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm tired. The rant began. And then Mr. Instigator AJ over here at the Deadpool is living up to his name. And he is setting me off with the rants because now he's like, Iron Eagle's greater than Top Gun. And he's like, Sound of Music greater, West Side Story original. And I'm like, no, it's not.
I mean, Iron Eagle is absolutely greater than Top Gun.
It is not. It's not terrible. It's not. I shouldn't say that. Sound of Music's terrible. All right, this geek show that we do that's supposed to be based on pop culture, I'm gonna be ripping it. Why every time do you guys have to push my buttons about Sound of Music?
Look, man, we could probably stop beating this dead horse and move on to other things that instigate you.
I'm fine with that. And you know how many people love Sturdy.
You're the
right
one
now.
who put it up there, by the way. You have the power to take that comment away and no longer have to worry about it.
I don't, because I do have to address the Iron Eagle thing.
No, you don't. Because
I do.
No, Iron Eagle's a better movie.
Top Gun is a better movie.
Well, Top Gun's a better movie. Iron Eagle's a better story.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. 100%.
I don't know. I'm kind of torn. Actually, it might be a better story. All right, I'll give you that. I'll agree to that. Don't laugh at me, AJ.
Top Gun is a better movie. Iron Eagle is a better story because it's a cooler story.
I argue though that Sound of Music is better than West Side Story. No, that ain't happening. The West Side Story
they're both trash.
West Side Story is a beautiful movie.
Better trash. Yeah, if you like Romeo and Juliet.
I do. I actually think it's better than the Romeo and Juliet story.
I'll agree it's better than the Romeo and Juliet story, but it's still problematic, buddy.
All right, I can't really argue with that one. That's true. Well, what's more problematic? The movie that was made in the 1960s or the movie that was recreated in 2021? That's the same thing. Isn't it still problematic, but just like...
I mean, at least West Side Story is opening your eyes to a different culture. Romeo and Juliet is just like, hey, watch these stupid freaking kids get involved in something dumb and then just die over it.
It's so true, too, that the stupid teenagers would be like, not all teenagers are stupid, and we've evolved since then, but like, I'm talking, all right, fair. But I'm talking like back then, like, she's just like, he died, so I must kill myself.
Yeah, of course. I mean, there's not like you could ever have any future and continue living on. Oh my gosh.
You want to take a beat there for a second, Juliet?
How about a big breath? How about you know what? Why don't you sit down, honey? This is wine. We're going to introduce you to this. You're going to get drunk, and then you're going to cry for a few days, and then you'll be fine.
This is why they didn't want you guys to be together. Yeah. Because you jump right to these conclusions where it's like, I must kill myself because he died.
Yeah,
because he killed himself.
Juliet had some fucking problems, man. That sheltered lifestyle that screwed her up.
Oh my God. And then of course Stupid wakes up and he's like, oh my God, how did this plan not work? How did she kill herself? I must kill myself. And it's like, listen, Stupid, you screwed up.
Why didn't he have a note on him? Someone do something intelligent. Like, oh my gosh.
You know what screwed it up? The Catholic Church with that stupid priest who should have just been like, yo, dude, don't kill yourself. Don't do anything rash.
How about no matter what, if you wake up, like, just don't die. All right.
I bet he was like, I bet you if I tell her he's dead, then she'll kill herself. And then I'm a priest and he's a boy and he'll be by himself. Bing, bam, boom, spotlight.
I don't know if they were going with that.
Spotlight, 18
for playing.
Not 18, spotlight. Like 1644.
1400 spotlight.
Whatever year it was. I'm not good with decades.
I'm not sure with that one. This is some nightmare hell.
I know 1492.
Dumb shit.
I know the important stuff. I know 1492. I know
1812.
That's as far as I go. I don't know.
1646, 1312.
I have no idea what happened on those things. I have no idea what you're referring to. Literally, you said dates, and my mind went blank as to like, did something big happen? Like, was it the plague? I know what plague happened.
1941.
Wait, no. Wait, what was 19? Oh, was that Pearl Harbor? Is that what you're referring to?
There you go. You got one.
All right. I know up to date.
No, I know you do. 1917.
Yeah, no. That's World War I, isn't it?
When we entered. Yep.
Okay. See, I know some stuff. Wait, which one?
1918.
Was that when we got out?
It ended. Yep.
Wait, we got in and we were in for 1 year in World War I?
1 year, buddy. We were only in for 1 year.
How are so many American lives scarred by that then? I mean, I get PTSD. I'm not.
Oh, well, yeah, because you got to remember World War I was at that point when we entered, mustard gas was constantly in use. All the gases, lots of more high-end machine guns. The tank was full on the battlefield at that point. So,
yeah. No wonder that movie 1917 didn't have an American to spare because like they weren't even there.
Yeah, I mean, no.
Why is America like the number one hero of like World War I and World War II?
That's the fun thing is we weren't really. You and I have been succumbed and brainwashed to the good old-fashioned.
Well, we were in World War II, weren't we?
In World War II, we were absolutely the hero.
Yeah.
No
I mean, that's when you kind of
we smoked the world. Yeah, World War II was us. World War I was not us. No, World War I we helped, but and we definitely swung the balance of the tide there at the end because France was hurting, England was really hurting. They'd lost a lot of people, a lot of bodies lost. And Spain was still in the middle of their own fight, like they always are. Russia was not fighting at the time because they were in the middle of the communist uprising. So when we showed up, we were able to help out a lot. But unfortunately, when we sat at the table and we were like at the Treaty of Versailles and we're like, all right, who's going to be in charge of this? America tried to take over like a bunch of idiots. And we're like, we're going to tell you exactly what needs to happen. And France and Britain were like, you can shut the fuck up. And they kicked us out.
Fair enough.
So then the Treaty of Versailles happened, and then it screwed Germany forever and then allowed the rise of Hitler.
Well, all I'll say is fuck that. I don't care.
Yeah, that's
guys, we will talk about Doctor Strange at some point.
We also do need to talk about Doctor Who.
I know.
How exciting is that news, bro?
I cannot pronounce his name correctly, and I feel bad about that.
That's all right. It's all about learning.
I think it's Nkuti Gatwa.
Nkuti Gatwa? Nkuti? I think it's Nkuti.
Yeah, he's a Rwandan Scottish actor.
Mm-hmm.
He has just been brought on to play the 14th Doctor. He's from Sex Education, and what is it? It's a Netflix show.
Yes.
So it looks interesting. I am excited. Welcome aboard, my friend. Again, a lot of people bitching and moaning about. He's the first black person to play the Doctor, like officially.
Yeah.
Because they did have a woman who came on and she played a future Doctor.
The Forgotten Doctor. Yeah.
The Forgotten Doctor, and she was a black woman, but it's also ambiguous as to whether she is actually the Doctor or not.
Right. And they left that kind of open, which I think they did a great job with. I really enjoyed Jodie Whittaker's run. There was a good chunk of weakness to it. There were some troubles. I didn't say it was perfect.
I liked her.
Mm-hmm.
I liked some of the cast.
Yep.
I don't like the storylines.
The storylines were weak, bro. The problem is in the Russell T. Davey years and in the Stephen Moffat years, you would have weak episodes, but they didn't completely take you out of the story and you were able to continue on.
Yeah.
This series really struggled. The Chibnall years were problematic because there's a lot of stuff that's disjointed. The story wasn't done well. There's not a lot of connectivity. They don't do a lot of the things that the other seasons did in connecting you with all of her companions. And they don't give Jodie Whittaker's Doctor the chance to really shine against some of they screwed up the Master. You know, they didn't even do the Master well. That got a little iffy.
Let's face facts too. He wrote that, and I don't blame Jodie Whittaker. I like her. I liked her Doctor. I wish that she didn't have that showrunner running her show.
Oh man, imagine her with Russell T. Davies.
God,
she was back to that fun, joyful Doctor who had a tough streak, kind of a mean streak, but it wasn't nearly as bad as these other people who were willing to just outright murder. Like she was still that person, but she was aware of it. And she tried to stray from it, and it was really good. She was more controlled, and it was brilliant.
Like for me, the biggest problem I had was they wanted to change the mythos to make it fit that the Doctor has always been a woman.
Right.
I don't care.
I don't care. She's an alien. They are an alien. They can do whatever they want to do.
It's a woman, or it's a man, it's a black man,
a tomato,
a white man. It's whoever. I don't care. My problem is it's always been a very progressive show.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to get to a point where you want to change up the mythos a little bit, that's fine, because they always do that. I don't even care if you wanted to go back and be like, wow, he wasn't even the first Doctor, or she was the first Doctor. You went all the way back to change and blow up everything and everything we know about the Doctor just to fit this agenda that you were trying to push. And it was like, you're taking me out, because there's enough you can cover in storylines. It's not. It isn't about the Doctor trying to help fix things, or trying to help people, or trying to do what is right and good. It's basically you trying to change the mythos, and it doesn't need to be changed.
Yeah,
and I have problems with that going back to Matt Smith. And going back to Peter Capaldi, where they tried to change the mythos just ever so much, and it was like, you don't need to.
I mean, having Clara in every point of his time stream, that was interesting. It was,
and I liked Clara
to do that, but it was also kind of a one-off. Once you've done it, you've done it. You know what I mean? And that does allow the door open for a lot of things. That means someone else could find his time stream. That could be fun. We could see someone jack with it more.
Yeah.
You know, but right now, I think they did a fine job. I didn't mind them retconning all the way back to her being the first Doctor and the one who, you know, started at the beginning of time and there was some creature before. Like, I'm okay with that.
Well, they made it so she's not even actually Gallifreyan.
Wait, I didn't catch that.
Yeah, the little girl that was the Doctor and then became, and you know, remember she got killed, she got pushed off the cliff, like
right.
They made it so she's not actually Gallifreyan. She's not actually a Time Lord. She has powers that like were harnessed by the Time Lords. Like I don't have it all in front of me right now, but I have seen it. And
I'll be honest with you, I must have slept through those parts.
It just wasn't.
Or I just kind of didn't. I was out. I didn't give a shit. There's a problem with a lot of that backstory stuff. I didn't give a shit. The bad guys weren't tied in well enough. There was just something disjointed about all of it. And it's really unfortunate because it is one of my all-time favorite shows. And
it's, you know what, I compare it to how Rian Johnson came in for The Last Jedi. And like, again, I think he made a good movie.
Yes.
But it is disjointed because clearly J.J. Abrams was setting something up and he was like, I am completely demolishing that and creating my own thing.
Yep.
And then they had to try and save it in the next one as it didn't make any sense. And that's what they did here. And what suffered was a good Doctor. You had a good Doctor played by a great actress and you took her out.
And that was the problem with that last season, was definitely doing that. It kind of removed any chance to really solidify her as one of the greats, because the season prior, I really loved almost every episode. Mm-hmm. I really dug her.
And the funny thing is, because they did that one episode that took place in the hotel, and Christopher Noth was in it, and he played that Trump type character. Mm-hmm. I was like, there's so much that you can be commenting on today in today's world and form stories around it, but you're not. You're changing the mythos to like, it's very weird. It's very weird, and I just didn't like it. Let's see what everybody's saying, because I feel bad. Radar's here.
What's up, Radar?
Hey, buddy. She is the fugitive Doctor from before the first Doctor's memory. Okay. All right. I got you. Once you explain the origin, there's no point in the show, and it's over. I agree.
See, I disagree with that, because you still have to have an end point with this show, and that's the beauty of it.
I don't think you do. I think you should shine light on certain origin facts.
Right.
But they should all be. That's why you need one person, or not one person, but like, every time a showrunner comes in, it's like it's understood. It's like you can take it, but it's like Star Trek.
Yeah, exactly. You have certain things you cannot retcon. You cannot change that Kirk is captain of the Enterprise. Yeah. If you want to go with main timeline, if you want to create your own timeline, do whatever you want. But if you're sticking with Doctor Who, there's 4 major tenets. You know what I mean? You can't know his name, their name. You can't know kind of the origin, like where they started from. Like who they are. That's why getting into that origin story, which he goes on to say, actually, in the next one he talks about.
Yeah. The Time Lords, they did steal her powers. Yeah, I remember that. And then also I figured out what happened with the viewer count, Mick. Whoa.
Oh.
Please enlighten me. I have no idea what's happening.
What's going on? Because on our YouTube channel, we've had our subscriber numbers go up by 2.
Yeah.
Then up by 300.
I was at 963 all day.
Yeah.
And I just checked it a little while ago, and I was over 1,000.
1187 or whatever is what I said.
Yeah, and it's up now. So no, it's down now. So it was like 1.87. Now it's 1.11.
Oh, wow.
So yay me.
Hey, man, keeps going up.
YouTube badly wants to see your short film. And okay. So what Radar is referring to, and he did remind me of, and now I have put out there on Horror with Sir Sturdy, and now he's trying to get me like 5,000 subscribers, so that way it can't go away.
Hell yeah.
So here's the problem. I was a filmmaker a long time ago. We talked about this, and I made a series of really bad student films.
Wonderful.
Really bad student films.
Wonderful.
So, in case he's seen some.
I
have them all on DVD.
They're awfully delightful.
I have them all on DVD. Now, I made a promise a long time ago, like once we are over 1,000, we will do a special watch party of the first one, Second Grade to Love.
I love her.
I love her. And now Second Grade to Love is so bad, but there's also a behind-the-scenes documentary that's longer than the movie. And I promised I would show that as well.
Oh, which that is really the highlight, folks. Seeing Second Grade to Love is not... You can clearly tell that this young man has a fantastic voice that he wants to get across. But when you see him in the behind the scenes, you understand he really just wants to stroke his face in public.
He really does.
That's all it is.
Radar, I like what you're saying. I think we should watch it after Top Gun personally. No. Here's the deal. We are going to be... We talked about the other night. And if it is in fact over 1,000 subscribers, if it is in fact there, we will do a watch party.
Oh, yeah.
But we're going to do it in June, and we're going to make an event of it. So we'll probably do like an extra long episode, and then we'll do the watch party with some guests to come in and kind of MST3K it.
And perhaps have it adjoined with some kind of fundraiser. We haven't done one of those in a while, and there's definitely a whole lot of good causes for us to put some effort and money towards. So we'll go ahead and link it up with that, so that way it's not a complete and utter waste of your time watching those wonderful movies.
And then we'll cap it all off with the watch party. Now, here's the thing. I told Sturdy that this is a go. Like, if we're over 1,000 subscribers, and I'm not doing it if we're not over 1,000, that's why I need the numbers to be correct. But I told Sturdy that it's a go once we know we're at 1,000, over 1,000 subscribers. He said we need to get you up to 5,000 so we can watch the rest of my movies.
Yes.
And I said, if you can get me there, that'll happen.
Bet.
So make it happen, people. Put the name out there.
Just keep throwing us at your friends. Just like while you were talking right now, if you're next to someone who maybe has never heard us before and might be interested in laughing once in a while, just stick your phone directly in their face or whatever device you happen to be using.
Very fair. Hit like, hit subscribe right now. And make sure to like this video. So anyway, how will you know when it's actually over the number at this point? When it stops going below the number.
So yeah, I'm with you on this one. I think I saw 2 days ago that it was dropping all the way under 870, but still not getting back to 600. So
you better knock on some damn wood right now.
So I think things are going up, but if we see it steadily not drop under 1,000 for 2 days, a 48-hour period, I say we will call it. Or would you prefer 4 days?
I want to stop fluctuating this badly.
Oh, it's not going to. It's just going to mess with you. A lot of Russian bots are going up and down right now.
What is happening, man? I feel like Russia's biggest way of getting back at the sanctions is just they picked out the Scene Snobs and they're like, let's fuck with this guy.
Yeah, they're just to keep you up at night.
And it's great because YouTube is not answering me. And I've received 2 emails from YouTube Creators Studio saying congratulations on making 1,000 subscribers.
Sweet. Maybe you'll get a third one.
Does that mean I have 3,000?
Can I just add these?
Can you just give them to me? Come on, let's do this. I'm so pissed about it, but I'm like, I can't even post it. Like I made a post and I had to take it down.
Yep.
And yeah, I want to see Zia. I don't know what Zia is. What is Zia? I didn't make a movie. Oh, Zombies.
Oh, Zombies. It's great.
Yeah. Casey will tell you. You've seen the movie.
I love that movie. That by far is the best thing.
I want to see this.
I want to see this. Show me this. Yeah. They want to see the movies. That's a terrible one. They want to see your movies. Yes, they wish to see these. They're very excited about the movies you have to put out on the TV.
There's nobody going to see these movies as long as I don't have the numbers.
But seriously, Zombies out of everything project you've been a part of is my favorite. I love Johnny Backhand.
Johnny Backhand Vegas, baby.
Johnny Backhand Vegas, baby. There's no worse or more exceptionally racist character.
Oh my God, it's so fun. Oh shit. Carolina Fear Fest this year is having an SFX battles. So if you're a special effects makeup artist, make sure you go over to the Carolina Fear Fest, fill out the form to sign up, come out. Deadline is May 15th, and your special guest judge will be Tom Savini.
It's going to be awesome. So excited that Tom Savini will be there, and it'll be amazing to watch him, judging this contest. I hope, hey, are we going to be able to? Well, we're doing the costume contest. We're going to be hosting.
Yeah,
the
costume. We're going to be hosting a few things. Yeah, I mean, we'll be there for the special effects too, because we're going to be all over the place.
Tom Savini. We're going to be checking him out, man.
Can't wait. This is going to be a more mobile us this year.
Oh yeah. Well, you can move physically.
I can.
And I'm feeling like, I won't be stuck trying to figure stuff out. I was such deer in the headlights for like all Saturday. I was like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I don't know.
Actually, Radar says it, and this is good because this leads us into what we were talking about. I did go down to my local comic book shop. I was number 18 in line because I got, where is it? All right, these are the free comic books, but they gave us bundles. They had bundles of comics to give out, and I got a pretty cool bundle. And here's the thing: I did have an egregious error on my part. Error. I went to Free Comic Book Day. Now, I believe when you go to Free Comic Book Day, you buy something. Yeah. You gotta buy something to support your local comic book shop. Great. Now, here's the thing. I do have a pull list there, and I do buy things. So I'm not worried. I have to go buy things anyway. But I picked out a bunch of comics to get, and the line was super long and super slow. And I went at I was there at 9:55. Damn. And it opened at 10, but I had to be home. I was reaching 10:30, but I had to be home in the next 10 minutes so my wife could take my son to go see Doctor Strange, which he's been dying to see. Right. So I was like, I'm not ruining this. So I just put all the comic books back. I was like, check the free ones. I'm out of here. So I did get my free comic books. I mostly went for this, which is setting up Judgment Day. Awesome. Which is going to be the next storyline from Marvel. But everything else was pretty cool. I want to show this to you, Case. They did a 25 years Buffy free comic. Oh, what? Stranger Things had something. Awesome. Where's the one I wanted to show you? Where's the one?
Damn it, I'm so bummed. I'm bummed because I unfortunately did not get to go. Work kept me late, and then a storm. Oh, that's a sweet Spider-Man cool. Venom. But I was detained.
I should probably take his thing off. Yeah, you were.
I didn't get to work. I finished my work Friday night at 2 a.m. Saturday morning. So my work day was done. I took a nap because I couldn't drive. Oh, look at that.
I thought that was cool.
Oh, it's such a rad book.
Yeah.
Curse you. Yeah, so my free comic book day, unfortunately, involved me sleeping and catching up. Oh, even a Red Sonja one. Come on.
Old school. It's cool. And speak of the devil.
Yo.
So that's some cool stuff. I was very excited. I'm glad I got to get in there. But I do get it. Okay, so.
Yeah, I was worn out. And this whole week, my sinuses have been attempting to murder me. So that's been really fun. Yeah. So I've been dealing with that. But today was the first day I felt alive. So I'm back. I'm back and ready to go. All the medicine is working now. So we're back up.
Casey, I'll bring you my copy of Buffy.
Radar, I will love you forever. Not that I don't already, but that is definitely cherry on top, big dog.
You can even have mine if you want. I don't care. It was free. So Captain America is back in comics. Steve Rogers is donning it again, and actually, it's gonna kind of come head to head between him and Sam Wilson, both playing Captain America. And I wanted to show this to you because they're going to do Captain America, Sentinel of Liberty,
okay,
and Captain America, Symbol of Truth. Symbol of Truth is Sam Wilson.
Okay.
Sentinel of Liberty is Steve Rogers, and they're going to kind of stand out and do their own run. Which will tell a story and it'll all come together and culminate. But Alex Ross did the cover for this, and I just picked it up.
Oh my god, I love it!
It's a pretty rad cover,
dude. That is such a badass cover.
Yeah, I wanted to show it to you because it's just something different. Wow. But yeah, they're doing some good stuff. Obi-Wan has a comic based on a TV show coming out.
Yeah, which is going to be so great.
I know. I'm so excited for it. It just came out this week. Punisher's got a new run too.
Oh wow.
Which is kind of cool right now. They're kind of rehashing things, which is nice.
Oh. Like doing a lot of second runs or rehashing old storylines?
No, it's kind of like it's new volume.
Okay.
So it's going to be a new story arc.
Sweet.
I want to show you the cover that I got for Obi-Wan because it looks pretty sick. I thought it was really cool.
Nice.
Kind of how they did it all together. Doctor Strange has a new run, which is kind of cool.
I've actually got the Strange run. I've got 3 covers of that right now because I love J. Scott Campbell's one of my favorite artists. Scotty Young is number 1 for me. So I've got the Scotty Young one. There's really good covers. Really like what they've got coming out.
I don't know if I put it aside or something.
Thanks to shout out to Atlantis Games and Comics.
Yes.
That's where we go every Wednesday night for Comic Book Wednesday with our buddy Montel and Nick's hosting.
Oh, yeah, they're great. Montel was on the show last week, this show. So it was cool to have him. We're going to get him and Nick's on, so it's going to be a lot of fun.
I love those guys, man. They are fantastic, and they put on a fantastic show. So.
And you know what? It's so nice right now to be able to collect. Like, I have my base.
Yep.
I know I have everything listed out for the rest of the year, every Wednesday, what I need to pick up.
Yep, same.
And then I just put it in. It's ordered. It comes to me, and I love it.
Well, that's one of this is one of them now that I'm currently into is A Town Called Terror. That's an Image book. Huge fan. It is really good. Love the art style, but it's just a good horror comic book. And I love horror comic books. I did also snag this one a while back, but as I've been going through and doing some cleaning, I've found some old gems. I found Deep Beyond, man. Love that one.
Beyond, that's pretty cool. That's a sick cover. I like that.
Oh yeah, I love any of my big monster covers. Those are always fun.
Radar says he was able to get a first volume of The Once in the Future.
Nice.
I don't know that one, so I have to check it out. I'll look it up.
Now, some stuff that kind of gets kind of closer to our topic, though, that I've actually, as I was digging through, I happened to find a couple gems here. I don't know that one, Spider-Man number 300. That's always a great one. I do love that. We got that one together.
Yep, you were hardcore looking for it too. And
I was purpose driven, bro, and I found it. Found a couple old Defenders books. I was pretty stoked to find, but Doctor Strange right there, man, my man, man. And then this was the book that got me started on collecting with Secret Defenders number 1. Big giant Doctor Strange right there. And then, of course, ties in with my Army of Darkness, number 1. So love what they did. And I think we're ready. Are you ready to talk about Strange?
Yes, I think so. Before we get started, a couple things I should mention. So next Friday, we have our special 2-hour episode starting at 7 p.m. Eastern for Friday the 13th. It is sponsored by Carolina Fear Fest. It's the State of the Con episode. They're going to come on. They're going to talk about it. We're going to have other guests. We are going to dissect the Friday the 13th franchise. We're going to talk about you guys join in the comments. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to get zany and crazy, and we're going to talk some Jason. Oh yeah, and it's going to be a 2-hour episode, so it'll be so much fun. So we will have our normal Tuesday night episode. Make sure to join in there where we're dissecting Tremors.
Tremors, one of our favorites.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. And then we will be doing Friday the 13th on May 13th. So then our buddy Frank Sabatella, director of The Shed, may be joining us for that, or he may be joining us for Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I have to get verification.
Either way, I'm excited. Either way, I love that guy. Love talking to Frank. He's a blast.
Oh, yeah. Also, if you're a Patreon member, we have started a new thing, and we're going to be recording our first episode this week. We're going to roast and review sort of bad movies. They don't have to be bad, but I don't want Academy Award winners. I want give me something good to watch. Give me something that like
I feel like no matter what, I want to kind of put it this way for the way I'm coming from it. Put something that you want to see get roasted. Because no matter whether it's good or bad, I'm gonna tear it apart.
Yeah, I want to watch something that's maybe so bad it's good, but I can have fun ripping it apart. Our first movie was chosen, so how it's going to work is it will be available for everybody to see. Of course, our Patreon gets early access to our recorded content. So if you're interested in becoming a Patreon member, go over to thescenesnobs.com. We have a link right there. Join up. It's $5 a month, but you get entered into a monthly prize giveaway, which every one of our patrons has won it. The monthly prize is picked out to your personality, things that you like, and we'll send, you get it, once a month, somebody's picked. You get early access to all of our stuff. Anytime we do any specials or anything like that, you get early access to that. And now you guys will get to pick the movie that we watch, because we're going to do this week to week. It's going to be early access on Patreon. You get the patron members get to pick the movies, and then it will be out on YouTube for you guys to check out as well. But
weeks later, like maybe months later, you're going to miss it. You're going to miss it if you're not a Patreon. That's the important thing here. You definitely don't want to miss these, because it's going to be delightful.
And patron members, like, we'll pick movies too. If like a patron member doesn't give us a choice, we'll pick a movie for the week. But patron members get first dibs on it, for lack of a better term. So they patron members can
change the course of our show.
Change the course of our show, which we actually got the first one today. And it was funny because I sent an email out to all of our Patreon members, and I told them, I was like, this is what we're doing. I want you guys to pick it. This is going to be part of the Patreon. And immediately the first person to come back to me was like, Mannequin.
Yes.
They want us to do Mannequin. So we're excited. We're going to do Mannequin this week, and we'll have it out next week for you guys to check out. For AJ, yes, any genre.
Anything.
So feel free to let it rip.
It could be one of your favorite movies to destroy, and just watch how we destroy it.
I am putting a ban on Sound of Music. I will never watch that movie again.
Yeah, let's not do movies that we always watch.
I'll happily rip it apart, but I'd rather just go back to the old episodes, cut those up, and put all of the times I've screamed about Sound of Music together, and then you can just watch a special clip of that. Why put anybody through that 3-hour dog shit movie? So this show has a permanent ban on The Sound of Music. There is no The Sound of Music. And Dune. No Dune. Well, actually, Dune would be fun to rip apart. So
No. Dune original, we can rip apart.
Oh, no, I love New Dune.
Yeah,
I'll rip apart New Dune, though. Come on.
I'll rip apart anything. This whole thing is just going to be roasting. I'm going to roast the crap out of these movies. That's why I'm really hoping it's stuff from like the 90s, because as much as I love every single one of those, give me a Sam Raimi movie to destroy. He's my A1. A1 day one, baby. You give me Drag Me to Hell, I'll destroy it.
And I promise you, we are going to get to the Doctor Strange and talk, but AJ, it scares me that you're going right to any genre, because he is a Patreon member and I know his wheels are turning. So I'm so glad I was able to just say no Sound of Music off the bat. No, not happening. But we'll have some fun with it. It's going to be a good time, but like, get creative. Like, if you guys join our Patreon and you want to make some choices and stuff like that, get creative with it. I really want, like, pick out something like Kickboxer 5, like something that's
Cocoon 2.
What?
Cocoon 2.
Oh my God, that's so bad. Yeah, but I'm in.
Right. Yeah, right? I'll destroy that.
I would absolutely watch that and tear it apart. But no, I love it though. So like, yeah, if you want a chance to pick the movie, you have to be a Patreon member, but otherwise you will be able to watch.
You can even go back to the classics with us. I mean, I love The Apartment, and I'll tear that apart.
Yeah, well, it's just it's a little harder to tear apart movies that were so well done.
Yeah, but it's easier to tear apart the substance of them from 50 years ago.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, the whole thing is about like guys hooking up with chicks in like this random apartment. Like it's such a problematic movie.
Yep. And it was considered one of the tops, and yet it's all about this boss trying to bang Shirley MacLaine, who's somehow kind of fallen in love with Jack Lemmon, but not really, because she doesn't really give a shit.
Yeah. You know what? Breakfast at Tiffany's. Somebody picked that.
Oh,
no, but like, I want to see like, what is it? What's that one movie with
Lionheart? Because I'll destroy Lionheart.
Lionheart would be a fun one,
right?
Lionheart. What about what's that other one? Only the Strong with the capoeira.
Oh my God!
Hey, you churn that music up, and then he starts dance fighting, and it's amazing. How did we miss that with school? with like action school movies, because he's a teacher, and to get through to his hoodlum students, he teaches them capoeira.
That is fair. I forgot about that one. But you know what? There's a great point about that one. We can put that as part of our summer school coming up. Summer.
We didn't let that one go yet.
It's all right.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like the hint. I'm cool with the hint.
Yeah. Hey, look, if Joe Bob can do it,
I know.
we can do
it. So yes, that's a secret, guys. You need to keep paying attention, because after Carolina Fear Fest, we're going to be having a theme for the rest of the month.
Don't you worry about it right now. Right now, you focus on horror.
Yep.
Get scary.
We're gung ho towards horror with Carolina Fear Fest. But now we have to, because we haven't had a chance. We've both seen Doctor Strange. Casey was ill the other day and he couldn't do the review, which sucks, because I really wanted to do it with him. So we're just going to do it now.
I was basically sitting like this.
I know, and I felt bad.
My face was trying to kill me.
It's such a bad time for it too, especially now it's raining. But guys,
right now, bro, I'll take the rain all day.
Spoilers
ahead! Spoilers ahead! Alert!
If you haven't seen it,
oh
my God! If you haven't seen it, maybe give us a like and come back and finish this episode later.
Remember how much we love you and appreciate you, and hope you all have a fantastic time with the rest of your night, day, whatever time it is that you're watching us. Just pause us here at your 42-minute mark, and we'll catch you on the flip side.
Yeah, but remember, you have to hit the like button, and you have to hit the subscribe button.
And you have to hit 5 stars. You can't bail without 5 stars, y'all.
I know. Well, they don't listen to this one. This one's on a podcast.
Oh, fair. Yeah. No, you got to like the crap out of it.
So
smash that like button.
Right now. We are discussing spoilers, so get on it. Don't worry about it. All right. So first and foremost, Casey, before we really get into the whole thing, first impressions of the movie.
First impressions overall of the movie are it was a Sam Raimi movie. It had his imprint all over it, who is one of my favorite all-time directors. It was a strange movie. They didn't overkill with trying to shoehorn too much in. They didn't add too much, and they certainly didn't add too much fast. You know what I'm saying? It was all palatable. I was able to follow everything. I was able to follow everything. And for a multiverse story that he did a pretty good job anchoring. That was one part that I was kind of blown away by, is their ability to really keep you locked into which world you're in and which strange you're with. And they did a very good job with that. Overall, this is one of my top 5 all-time movies now, period, dot, full stop.
Nice. You know what? It's
Marvel
funny.
Movie. It's because, sorry, I just finished this point real quick. It's not just because I got a full, complete Strange movie, but I got a bit of a horror movie mixed in there with Sam Raimi style horror. And at one point, I got Bruce Campbell.
Yeah. Yep.
I was like, this is a full movie for me. And Rachel McAdams, amazing. She was so
fantastic.
Great. She is great. Just as an actress, just everyone crushes it. No one outdoes anyone. Everyone is equal throughout this movie. And I was really impressed with that.
You know what? My wife saw it with Tommy on Saturday. And she came out and she came home and she goes, that is without a doubt the most women empowering movie in the Marvel pantheon. And I'm like, even more than Captain Marvel, which was heavy handed. She goes, because it was heavy handed, it's less so than this, because she goes, no one outshined each other.
Yep.
I mean, she didn't say it like that. She made sure to mention, like, Elizabeth Olsen killed it.
Oh my God, dude. She was so good.
She killed it, but she meant it more along the lines of everyone had a purpose.
Yes.
And everyone fulfilled that purpose. They weren't like, okay, this person, like Doctor Strange wasn't in the forefront. He was, but just as much as Wanda.
He was
just
your
as
guide.
much as America.
He was your guide towards what you thought was the right path.
Yeah.
Wanda is your guide towards what is the wrong path, but you're okay with it.
But even to give up in your own movie.
Yeah.
And say you have the power to stop her and give it to America to do that.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big deal. That's a huge, like, because now, like, he's essentially taken himself out of his own movie. Wong did a great job in his character with where he had to trade and be like, you have to take her power. It's the only way. And he still wouldn't do it.
Yep.
I love that about this. I really enjoyed every factor, and I really liked her take on it, where she said, it's, my wife was like, it's very female empowering because it's equal. Everything is equal.
Well, of course, there's no window dressing. Like when you get, which I'm just are we cool just flinging everything out at this moment?
Yeah, I said spoilers, so I don't care.
Done. When the Illuminati are in play and we get introduced to Captain Carter, bro, I freaked out. It was wonderful and it was amazing. And her voice being what it was in the Illuminati was fantastic.
What's funny? The cameos were probably the thing that were the weakest for me.
I can't say it was weak because it was so brutal. It was better than I could have ever imagined.
Oh, it was great to see.
Actually were brilliant. And plus you get a short run. It's short for all of them, but they immediately show you their powers.
Yeah.
So there's no take your time. America Chavez is a backdoor origin story, which was awesome. They really came out and just guns ablaze and gave me a great movie all the way through. And Soul's fucking cape, bro. The Soul's cape was better than I could have possibly fathomed.
Yeah, that was pretty rad. I like the whole, he dreamwalked the Defender Strange. And they played it so well, like with the storm going on while their body comes out of the grave. And there was so much of Sam Raimi in this, like the way the lights followed her.
Yep.
When she comes out of the mirror and the way she's contorted, I'm like, this is such a Sam Raimi style.
The way she goes through and nails Xavier in the mind, that part was that's such a stark scene with that red mist coming into it. And it was, I loved that so much. No. And it shows her power. And it shows that Wanda is that powerful. She controls reality. She is incredibly powerful, man, like the most. So they did her really well, getting hold of the Darkhold. That was so rad. They put all that together and they made it work. And of course, Sam Raimi, the evil is a book. Shocker. Perfect. I mean, who else are you going to have do that? At one point when Benedict Cumberbatch is doing the Zombie Strange, he's doing a Bruce Campbell impression. I don't know if you caught that. I loved it. I thought it was wonderful.
I want to know what the fuck else Doctor Strange is buried. Yeah, he was pretty good at it.
Yeah.
He made that pretty clear, but I didn't catch the Bruce Campbell nod in his when it came to the zombie.
It was welcome. So Army of Darkness, one of my all-time favorites. As he's coming up and as he's making noises towards her, he's got this I don't know, affectations that he's making that are all very much like the Bruce Campbell Evil Ash in Army of Darkness. So it's pretty cool.
It was just really well done, the whole movie all the way through. And like I said, even the cameos part, the Illuminati part, I was like, if they didn't have the cameos in it or the Illuminati, I'd kind of be cool with it. I don't care. Like, I was enjoying the movie.
I don't think it really was necessary for the movie. It was necessary for the future of Marvel. That was just Marvel giving their 10-minute thing about mutants, Fantastic Four, it all exists. Quasar is going to be here in the future, all this other stuff. It was cool. It was cool. It worked.
I was more excited for Clea at the end.
I get that, but honestly, man, I'm with Radar. When he came out in that yellow freaking hover thing and the X-Men theme, just that little
that was pretty rad. That was pretty rad.
I really want to go back and rewatch it just for that again.
Here's what bothered me about Captain Carter and Miss Marvel. Mm-hmm. Is you have these two, we know how powerful they are because we've seen their counterparts for a long time. And Captain Carter is, if not more so, she's just as well trained as Steve Rogers.
Yeah, they had the because of in the What If they showed that. And I think it was perfect.
And they would have never in a million years let Steve Rogers go out like that. You're not going to let that happen. And I don't think it would happen to Captain Carter.
Oh, I think, no, it's against Wanda, bro. That's what she does in the comic books.
Trust me. Wanda, I get, but like, she didn't do that to Captain America in the comics.
I'm pretty sure she did.
No, she
I mean, I know she unraveled Reed Richards like spaghetti. That was in there. Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, she went
in
through
Secret Invasion, he got spread apart.
She killed everyone in 686. It was an old storyline a while back in a strange storyline that Wanda went through and killed everybody like that.
All right. Well,
yeah.
Regardless, they wouldn't have done it in the movies, and I don't think they should have done it in that way with her. I'm like, she should be on the same level as what they would do with Captain America, and they didn't have to do it with Captain America. That's the thing. Like, and Miss Marvel is like very powerful to just be crushed by a statue. That's
I don't know. That's Wanda.
That's not that to me isn't.
Wanda is so much more powerful, and that's what it's showing. It is simply showing she is that much more powerful. She is the greatest threat.
Yeah, and I agree. And now if she did something like she did to Mr. Fantastic and Black Bolt to them, I would say, yeah, that's Wanda. She's that much more powerful.
Yeah.
But how she killed them, I was like, I thought it was a little cheap. I was like, if you're that powerful, and Black Bolt is one of the most powerful beings.
Oh yeah,
ever. So if you're that powerful, then it shouldn't have been a fight that got to that point.
But that's the whole point: is she is more powerful than them, that much more powerful than them. Wanda is with the Darkhold. With the Darkhold power, she is that much more powerful. Remember, like they bring that up in WandaVision. They bring up like is it, Agatha or whatever her nuts is, talks to her about that and has the Darkhold.
I'm okay with her being that powerful. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying she wasn't that powerful with them for the fight to go on as long as it did.
Yeah, fair. Yeah.
That's where like it's because I'm like, it all led to these deaths anyway, and it's like she could have literally just burst your heads. Like,
oh, probably, yeah. I mean, Black Bolt, but she had to be inventive. I mean, I love what mouth. Boom.
Yeah, I mean, listen, that was awesome.
And especially when he made the thing with Strange, and he just does that. I'm sorry. I was like, oh my god, Black Bolt's power.
Haley Atwell was buff in that suit. Yeah, she was. She buffed up for it. Radar also says, I need to be able to buy Doctor Strange with wings and clear right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
They kind of ignored the Mordo turn at the end of the first one. They did. That was very much alluded, like he hates me. Like, because I wish, I feel like Earth 616 Mordo really got like kind of like sold under the river. It's like, you don't think he would step in if like Wanda is causing this much trouble, especially with Countertage? Like, but
he's the one who should be about the balance. But the problem is he is about the balance. And by Steven having to deal with that on his own, it's forcing him to deal with the balance. So it actually works for.
Shut up with your logic, Casey. Shut up with your logic.
Sorry, my bad.
Your logic has no use here. The true facts of why this actually worked. This doesn't work for me.
I don't want to hear the logical answer. I want to hear that he was chained to the bottom of the ocean because of the Eternals.
I want Mordo to have a magic bear that shows up and they fight like that. Why? Because why not?
Because that's what happened. It's a rune bear.
It was okay. That's fair. I mean, it was, but disassemble sucked. Best Illuminati kill was Black Bolt. She's like what mouth? And boom, that was the best.
I don't know, man. The Professor X for me was tip top.
It was a little hard. I mean, it was good.
I loved it. That red smoke and the Sam Raimi, her as a fucking Deadite, bro. Did you notice that? That Wanda, the flash cuts when she was like that was a straight Deadite. It was awesome.
Oh my god, are Deadites now MCU?
Yes.
we can need verification on this.
I'm making it a thing. I'm following through with this because I believe it wholeheartedly. Deadites are now part of the MCU.
Yeah, that whole scene though,
Ash Williams is a superhero.
The whole scene was good. I felt like it drew on a little too long. Like it took them a little too long to get to the Sanctum Sanctorum. Because they were like exploring that world a little bit. I get they had to do the memories thing, but I just felt like it went a little too long. Just a little.
I was okay with the pacing entirely. It's very similar to Drag Me to Hell. Drag Me to Hell has that chunk where it does that, where it focuses a little more on the backstory and it's a little slower, and it's Raimi always kind of almost putting you at ease, and then bam, finish.
Well, I'm of the rare few. As much as I love Raimi, I'm not a fan of Drag Me to Hell.
Yeah, no, I'm one of the few who think it's probably his shining work because it hits every major point of his style. Now, I'm not saying it's his best movie. I'm just saying it's probably one of his best done movies. If you were saying who's Sam Raimi, I would say go watch Drag Me to Hell.
See, I'd say Evil Dead 2.
No, man, I think Evil Dead 2 was a little early in his career. I think he took some more refining in his storytelling and the way he shot.
I will say I saw more of Evil Dead in Doctor Strange than probably any one of his other movies.
Oh, agreed. Oh, absolutely. It was full on Army of Darkness chunks. It was great.
Yeah. I would have much rather seen the fight more than Wanda fighting robots. See, I was cool with it was shorter on all ends. I was really into the main characters of this. Again, the cameos took away from me because the fight with Strange and Mordo was way more interesting because we know that there's a hate on both ends. There's a resentment and a hate on both ends and these aren't even their own Strange and Mordo. These are two different universes.
These are different people. They're still just pissed at each other. It's great. They did play that really well, but that also works with the Rachel side of it too. So if you're going to have Mordo and him always have that blueprint, Rachel and him are also going to always have that blueprint.
And that's the way it should be, because I do like that Stephen Strange is a constant.
Yep.
Within the multiverse. So it's always him as Strange. It's not another, we had 3 different people playing Spider-Man.
Yep. But
Strange is a constant. So he's going to show up, and he's one of the superiors that show up in every world. He may be dead in some, but he still existed in every world.
Yeah.
So I always appreciated that. I liked how I like the Supreme Strange storyline, and I love the foreshadowing we got to the third eye.
Yes. Dude, that was really cool how they did that, and then all of a sudden slapped him on at the end, and it's whoa.
Yeah. And how they had to place him as the hero. One became the hero even though he was the villain, and then the next one that he sees, and Doctor Strange or Defender Strange, we get he's willing to do whatever he takes.
Yep.
So you get all of these different Stranges. He's going to kill America Chavez because he doesn't want the power to get to the wrong hands. So that tells you he's ruthless. He's willing to be ruthless if he has to be. And then you get to the next one who went even farther with it and took hold of the Darkhold, which he should have never done. And then the next one who ended his universe. Basically his universe.
He wiped his whole freaking universe out just to oops, sorry, just kind of trying to fix it, but doing it the wrong way the whole time. And that was really, I think that was a great show of what Mordo discusses and why Mordo is so against the power Strange has.
Yeah. Because
Strange can do that. If he continues to screw with the balance, there's the extreme. We get to see that extreme example that Mordo talks about. So there's credence to Mordo's dislike of Strange in some worlds, and sometimes it's straight jealousy. And you can see that.
Yeah, it's definitely been interesting to see where it all goes and kind of plays out. Because the Clea thing is really interesting. And I mean, anybody who reads comics, and I know we do, but just for anybody watching down the line, she eventually becomes his wife. And she actually goes on to become Doctor Strange herself.
Yep.
So, and it works because they got married. So I am interested to see what scenes got cut to, because I have a feeling there's a lot of good stuff on the cutting room floor. Raimi's good for that, though.
Yeah, he's probably got a good 20 minutes, maybe 15 minutes that he'll throw out.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be 80 minutes
no.
Spider-Man was, but
no.
And that's all.
Wait, there was 80 extra minutes of Spider-Man?
Not deleted scenes, is all extras, but there was a good chunk of deleted scenes, but nothing major, nothing that really stuck out,
Yeah, I always like when they just have add-ons. I feel like Raimi usually has add-ons to the scene. It's instead of an 8-minute scene, he cuts it back to 4, and that's what you get in his deleted cut.
If I had any nitpick, I was really hoping one of the multiverse would have shown Bruce as Mysterio. Yeah, because he even acknowledged that in an interview recently where he was like, yeah, we were going to do a joke about it where Bruce played the Mysterio. And it would have made sense because Bruce showed up in all the movies.
Yep.
My favorite detail of all, though, anytime you saw something as Wanda saw it in her hands were perfect. But when another person was talking to her, or it was the audience watching Wanda with her hands were black.
Yep. Because the Darkhold. Yep. It takes its toll. And it's funny to see that. The great detail catch too, Radar, because that is something the Darkhold does. It physically changes her as well, anybody who uses it. So it is neat to have that.
And I do love, they right out of the gate were just like, Wanda's the bad guy. And that's
dude, seriously, the first 10 minutes, that was one of the best parts of this movie is they get right to it when she does the classic villain thing. Like first he calls her out by clipping the branch and going, pretty good for magic. And she's like, it's not magic, Steven, it's real. And she's a little harsh at that. And I'm like, all right, what the hell, Wanda? And he gets walking and talking, and she says the full name, well, we got to figure out how we can help this America Chavez. And they continue talking. There's like 3 or 4 more lines of dialogue. And then she pulls the whole, you didn't tell me your name, did you?
Yep.
He's like, no, I did not. And then snap.
And everything changes.
Yep. I was like, this is awesome. They took no time. They didn't wait. They were like, here you go, movie. It's 10 minutes of supposition to get us there and to let us know everything else that has happened and then go. It was wonderful.
We talked about it in Age of Ultron talk last night on Worst Damn Gamer Ever show. And he, because of Age of Ultron where Tony's having the nightmares, is that him dream walking or, where maybe he saw the Avengers all die and that's what happened in another multiverse. It's interesting.
Possible. Well, think of all the things that she might have shown Bruce, all the things she might have shown any of them when she was in their heads, messing with them. Yeah. They might have all seen different multiverses. She might have been sending them there to alternate realities that are real to whomever they're inhabiting.
Yeah, and she created that. She creates that with her creating reality. So, I mean, everything culminated all last year. Loki, WandaVision, What If, it all came to a culmination in this movie and really was brought back around.
Yeah.
I mean, it all started with Wanda. Like everybody's blaming Strange and saying, hey, no way home. Like, yeah, he screwed up. But like he was dealing with a mess where the timeline was already broken.
Yeah. I mean, the Sokovia Accords were because of her. And that was directly after Ultron.
Yeah. The only reason that that he was able to do that spell and it opened up to other worlds was because the one who remains was gone. He died. Sylvie killed him. So, and Wanda had, at the very same time he died, Wanda had set loose the branches, like everything went haywire.
Right.
So it wasn't really Strange causing it. It was Strange. It happened because of them. And that's why Strange was like, why are there people here from another multiverse? Like, I don't get it. So like, I thought that was a really good detail.
It was.
I'm curious, since Chavez's portals were white and the first Strange's music were white.
Strange's magic were white. That if it
magic were
white.
Did
we both just do that? Did we both just totally screw that up? I think it's bedtime.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's about time, tap out. If that is the dimension she came from, but she doesn't realize it yet. Maybe. I mean, we'll see.
Plausible. I mean, they do the color that way, so they're incredibly shrewd in that manner.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin Feige, and everything I just mentioned, by the way, about the dimensions and then everything and how it played out. That's all from Kevin Feige.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's brilliant with this stuff. Yeah. Like, he has woven such a beautiful tale. That I hope he has at least the next 57 phases mapped out. So God forbid if anything happens.
So last week at CinemaCon, he did like a live weigh-in or like via satellite or whatever the hell they do now. You don't have to do satellite, but
via satellite television.
That he said the creative team and I are away on a retreat planning out the next 10 years.
It's amazing.
So, I mean, they know where they want to go. And I listen, Incursion sounds an awful lot like Secret Wars to me.
Hey, look, I could be down with some Secret Wars. I really, really want some World War Hulk. Because we got Planet Hulk, and that was awesome. But I'm hoping that within 20 years or 10 years, we're going to get full-on World War Hulk, which is basically every superhero against Hulk.
Yeah, but I don't want it unless Ghost Rider's there.
Well, it has to be Ghost Rider. We've got to get Ghost Rider soon.
I hope so.
Hopefully.
Let's see. Speaking of music, that music fight, holy shit. Yeah. That was like one of my favorite scenes.
Yeah, that was a fantastic scene. What a brilliant thing to do. I mean, the guy's just so smart. The way that you could just evolve your fight into something else. Like, it's wonderful to see that and using everything around you kind of deal. It's very kung fu, but like sorcerer fu.
And I love that he looked down and he saw like the music sheets there, and it was just like, let's use this. And they just, and the music that played, like at one point Phantom of the Opera is thrown at him, you know?
Yep.
So it was really well done. I like the dark side versus the light side. Like, it was just an interesting, imaginative way to do this, to use magic and use music and kind of change things up a bit.
Yeah, it was very fun, very different, and showed a lot of the versatility and how, magic is whatever the hell you make it.
That's legit. So, what are your final thoughts on the movie?
Final thoughts on the movie. This is legitimately one of my favorite movies of all time. I am excited to go see it again this week. I am excited to really just roll around and love this one. It's kicked me back up with all my Raimi, so I'm going back to every Sam Raimi movie, including For Love of the Game, one of my all-time favorites. So very excited to watch that. And I think this is one that everyone should go see. I think this is one of the movies that will really tie a lot of stuff together for you. It opens up a few doors without not answering questions, because I hate things that don't answer questions. And this one definitely did not. If it asked one, that's fine. It can ask a couple, but it's fantastic. This movie came out really well. Everything about it was great. I love all the performances. It's a great movie. There's nothing wrong with this movie.
And Radar agrees with you. 10 out of 10 would recommend. My rating for it was 8.9 out of 10. I think it's a great movie. I think it's one of the best Marvel movies to come out. It was interesting. It was different. It's not a perfect movie. There's some things, in my opinion, that could have been maybe played a little bit differently, or were played for fan service, that I thought did a disservice to the actual great storyline that they put together. But ultimately, it is a damn near perfect movie. It's a great movie overall. And Sam Raimi, kudos to you, sir, for coming back into the fold of superheroes and killing it again.
Well, just knocking it out of the park. I mean, that shows Spider-Man 1 and 2 were not a fluke. They're good. I like them for what they are.
Oh, yeah.
I love them.
Oh, absolutely.
They are fantastic. The third one, not his fault. I never blamed him for that either. I
kind of liked his argument. Not his argument, but because they asked him about the dancing, the Spider-Man dancing. He goes, well, that's the thing. Like, now he thinks he's cool. He's confident. He has this attitude. But he still only knows how to be a geek.
Yeah, he's still Peter Parker. Just because he has this symbiote that makes him feel cool doesn't mean he is cool. That, my friend, is my life. Alcohol makes me feel cool. It doesn't mean I am cool.
Yeah, so like he's gonna dance like that because he thinks that's what's cool.
Yeah, exactly.
So it made sense. And I was like, and I'm not saying
that's why I'm on the dance floor. I do the robot.
Oh God, don't do it. Don't do it. They definitely learned about the future setup from the phase 1s to now.
Great.
Absolutely. Well, with all that being said, we appreciate it. We got 2 shows coming out this week. Well, actually, technically 3, because now we're going to have
3 this week.
So we got a lot going on this week. So you'll see our beautiful faces again. Tuesday night, we're dissecting the Tremors franchise, and we're also going to talk about specials based around things that based around mega franchises. So like specials that played off of Star Wars, or specials that played off of this, that, Indiana Jones. Wouldn't
specials
we get
or spin-offs? Specifically specials?
Yeah, like specials that they've done where
holiday specials.
Could be holiday, could just be, it could be stuff that we saw at award shows, stuff like that was just really hokey and dumb. I have some clips lined up. If you have some for me, let me know and I'll pull them. But yeah, it's going to be
most of the MTV Video Music Awards sketches all come to mind Like the Dawson's Creek one with Samuel L. Jackson, who just destroys the CD player as it's playing the soundtrack.
Just wait, Sarah. Just wait. We're gonna have some fun stuff that's gonna come into play, and we're gonna have some other zany stuff that comes around. So make sure you check it out on Tuesday, or you can listen to it on all podcast platforms after it's done. If you like this video, please hit like on any of our videos that you enjoy, and make sure you hit the subscribe button on YouTube, because I don't even know what the hell we're at in our subscribe count anymore.
We're somewhere, but we'd be better with you along.
Exactly. Especially if you want to see my student films. But make sure you're checking out the podcast, rate, review, wherever you listen, and we truly appreciate you. Casey, take it away, my friend.
Thank you very much for spending this hour with us. We appreciate it as always. We hope you have had a little bit of entertainment, a little bit of fun. You were able to get a little ray of sunshine from these beautiful smiling mugs. We love and appreciate you. Make sure to take care of yourself, take care of your loved ones, and be kind to each other.
All right, everybody. Couldn't say it better myself. Have a good night. Thanks for watching and listening, everybody. I'm the Scene Snob, Mick Manhattan. You can check out the Scene Snobs Podcast live every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern on our YouTube channel, or all podcast platforms afterwards. Also on our YouTube channel, you can check out great shows like Real Combat, the ultimate debate show for movie lovers, mixed movie picks with new recommendations every week, Geek Fest Live every Sunday night, and new movie reviews and news all the time. Like and subscribe, then hit the notification bell so you know when all of our new episodes drop. Thank you so much to all of our amazing Patreon supporters, with whom this would not be possible. They help keep the lights on and support us in such big ways. If you would like to become a supporter on our Patreon and take advantage of all the perks like monthly giveaways, early access, and so much more, head on over to the Scene Snobs Patreon page and just sign up on one of our 2 tiers. Join our awesome community of geeks, movie lovers, and so much more, and join up on our Discord. The Scene Snobs Discord is now live, and you can head over to thescenesnobs.com for links to there and more. The Scene Snobs merch store is now open with original fun designs that are available on all different types of merch and apparel. Check out thescenesnobsmerch.com. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe to all of our social media accounts like TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and so many more. We have fun updates, topics, we talk about collectibles, and so much more on there. It's a great time. You can find all of our links to everything on thescenesnobs.com or on our link tree, which are down in the descriptions below. Thanks again, everyone. Stay tuned and stay geeky.
And get naked.